coming at you from the bunker. Well, as I handle these technical difficulties I'm dealing with, it's like, I don't know, AI doesn't want this information to get out there. It's very strange. I just got to fight it, I guess. But as I'm waiting on people to get in here, because y'all really need to know what's going on, man. This is terrible. As I'm waiting on with damn, y'all really, it's not good. What they're doing to these people is not good. Hey, Ashton, what's up? What's up? Hey, Rebel 2293. Hey, I'm a rebel too. We got to rebel against this system. That's all there is to it. Hey, Ashton, what's up, my son? Just be glad you're not in those people's situations they're dealing with in North Carolina. Damn. I'm telling you, AI is fighting me with everything it has. Alright. So, this is the deal, man. The hurricane that come through here went all the way up there and wreaked havoc. Tore their houses to pieces. Now it's really cold up there. Really cold. Yeah, pray for Carolina, for real. It's really cold up there. And FEMA is literally throwing them out of the motels. You know, not only that, they know now a lot of those people are living in RVs. So FEMA is turning off the propane. And those RVs are heated by what? By propane. So that's just a bad situation. You know, FEMA's supposed to help people, but apparently they're in the unaliving people business. It's not good. You know, you got families with children. It is cold in North Carolina. The roads are iced over. It's in the negatives, man. It's freezing. And they're literally throwing these families out of the motel rooms. Let me get this straight now. We got all this money we could send over to other countries. Giving the Taliban $50 million a day, a week. Doesn't really matter. But we can do all that. But our own government can't take care of its own people. And what does North Carolina have? They are literally, there's lithium under that land. So, are they doing this to unalive these people, to force them to move? Because they're going to charge them full property tax as if their houses were still on there. Now, you got these people that they lost their homes, and a lot of people, I'm one of them, is having a hard time getting by. Hey, Angie, what's up? Angie, man, what they're doing to these people in North Carolina is terrible. FEMA, they put them up in a motel room, but they're not paying for that anymore. And they know a lot of people are living in RVs now, so FEMA has turned off their propane. So they can't even get propane to heat the RVs. And they're going to tax them as if their house was still there. And they're not going to be able to pay that. And when you can't pay your taxes, they take your land. Well, what's behind it all? What's behind it all? There's lithium under that ground. And this government knows. See, China's preparing for World War III. Russia's preparing for World War III. And this government, that's why Trump wants Greenland, because there's a lot of lithium there. And they want the lithium. So they're doing whatever they got. Hey, what's up, Scooby? Good to have you here, man. So, they're just willing to do anything except for take care of American citizens. You know, really. They send all this money to these other countries. And they send all this money to these other countries. But if you're an American citizen, and these families got children, so, and they're literally throwing these women and children and men out into the freezing cold. And the ones that are lucky enough to get an RV, they can't get propane. FEMA's turned off the propane. It's like, when is enough going to be enough? When, what's wrong? I mean, 50 years ago, there's no way in hell Americans would have sit by and let this happen. Is it the plastics in the foods? What is it? Where men just are not manning up and militias aren't going up there and going, hell no, no, you're not throwing them out of here. Nope. So, it's really a sad situation. There's people literally going to freeze to death. And they got nothing. Everything's gone. The ones that are lucky enough to still have their cars, they're living in their cars. Good morning, Brutal Impact. Good morning. So the ones that are lucky enough to have vehicles, they're living in their vehicles. Yeah, like up the live. Yeah, appreciate that. Hit that like button. That'd be cool. It raises the algorithm, puts this out there more. People need to know. People don't know just how bad it is in North Carolina, man. It's bad. Those people are freezing to death. Yeah, goat. Too many people are brainwashed. Like, in California, for instance, all right, there's nobody that can convince me that those fires weren't set on purpose. They were. There's nobody that can convince me of that. Nope. Hello from South Africa. Cool. So, what the hell's going on? Well, those people in California, I feel bad for them, but most of them $5 million houses and those big stars houses that burnt, they got money. They got money. They can afford to go stay in a motel. They can afford to get by. Most of them. Now, is it sad? Is it terrible what happened? Yeah. But I do believe it's planned. Because now Newsom, he's talking about, oh, well, they're doing the same thing. Going to make, if they don't rebuild their houses in 2 years, which, if you know anything about California and all the red tape, that's impossible. If they don't do that, they're going to do the same thing North Carolina's doing, charge them full taxes on their property as if their house was there. Hurricane came through and wiped out parts of their states. Yes. Wiped them out. And FEMA, that's supposed to help people. No. What kind of evil person would make it to where they can't get propane to stay warm? FEMA's supposed to be helping people. But why not? Oh, I missed something here. I don't know. They are some bad people that gets on here and trolls Angie. It is what it is. I don't know what's going on, but those people in California, all those big stars, because soon you're going to start seeing big stars raising money for the rich people in California that why are you hating on California? Ain't nobody hating on California. Are you crazy, man? They're freezing to death up there. She's not hating on California. Nobody is. Oh, why am I hating on California? I'm not hating on them. I'm just stating facts. I'm just stating the facts. I feel bad for those people. I do. But I'm seeing a lot of those people, those $500 million homes that got burnt down. If you have a $500 million home, you can go rent an apartment. You can go rent a freaking motel room. In North Carolina, those people ain't got no money, man. So I'm not going to feel bad for somebody. Well, I live in an 8x10 shed, by the way. Okay, so there's that. So I'm not hating on California at all. I'm telling you the facts. That's all there is to it. And the facts is that most, not all, but a lot of those people in California, they got money. They can go. They don't need FEMA's help. But those mountain people, yeah, I'm stating pure facts, man. Those mountain people, they ain't got no money, man. So they can't just go out and rent a motel room, and they just can't. They don't have the money. They can't do it. And hey, what's up, 1776? Good to have you here. Oh, hey, Phoenix Princess. Good to have you here. Awesome. Thank you. You're very welcome. I love your channel. I really do. But y'all cut it out. These dang dogs. So those people in North Carolina, man, they got it rough. And what kind of evil system comes along? FEMA. And turns off the propane, where those people can't even get propane for their RVs to stay warm. When, like I said, I'm not hating on California. I'm just like, look, you know, if you got a $500 million home, get your ass, get in here. These dogs, man. But if you got a $500 million home that burnt down, well, look, if you can afford a $500 million home, and I live my ass in an 8x10 shed, I'm sorry, but I cannot feel sorry for you. I just can't do it. Now, it is what it is, man. I mean, I feel bad. There's a lot of people, you know, I'm sure people that don't have money lost their homes too. You know? All this is by design. It's a land grab, man. Even Newsom said, oh, now, you know, this will open up an opportunity to mine. Because there's lithium. If you are living somewhere where there's lithium under your house, you are in jeopardy. So, if you find out there's lithium under your house, you best sell it and go find somewhere that they don't want. That's facts. So, yeah, y'all check out Phoenix Princess's channel. She's awesome, by the way. She really is. But, I mean, how can I, you know? How can I feel, I mean, I feel bad. Okay, yeah, oh, man, I feel so bad for you. You lost your $500 million home. Bro, I live in an 8x10 shed, man. So, it is what it is. But in North Carolina, it's so cold, all the roads are iced over. Just imagine this. You, your wife, see, it's mainly about the women and the children. Us men, nah. But if you got a wife and children, and FEMA's like, you got 24 hours and you got to get your ass out of this motel out there in the cold. And you got no money. What are you going to do? And you don't even got a car to sleep in. What are you going to do? And I've lived in a car before. That's not so easy, by the way. But, so, and that stuff in California, okay, if it was natural, it could have been prevented. But nope. And the people in California, they voted for those people that are running the show. But North Carolina, there is no preventing a hurricane, okay? It's not, you can't do that. People need to get a grip and an understanding. You know, there's a lot of people on here that they're just trolls and they lack understanding. Because they're in their mama's basement, you know. They don't know. They don't understand how it works. Me, if you're like me, that's got to fight and bleed for everything you got, then a guy like me understands. I understand. I get it. I do. I get it. But if you had a silver spoon in your mouth, you can't understand. You just can't. And I never had no silver spoon. I was raised hard, real hard. So everyone, please subscribe to the channel too, man. I just need a couple more subscribers, and that number's going to click over. But it helps get my message out there about like what's going on in North Carolina. FEMA is just literally unaliving people. You throw people out there in that cold, and they got nowhere to go. What are they going to do? They're going to freeze to death. That's what they're going to do. In California, where that could have been prevented, such as, they got a whole, I don't even know where to start explaining of how easily that could have been prevented. Even if the fires were started on purpose, which they were, but even if they weren't started on purpose, it's like a tinderbox there. They literally, and look, they voted them people in there. So be careful who you vote for. They voted those people in there. And those very people that they voted in there, they got a whole boneyard of fire trucks that needed to be fixed, but they didn't fix it. Instead, they spent money on immigrants and, illegal immigrants and all this. And now Newsom's like, oh, we're going to spend $15 million to fight Trump about him not being able to deport the illegals from California. My question is, well, where the hell is they going to live at? Everything's burnt down. And then, like I said, North Carolina, those people are just regular people. In California, not all of them. And I do feel bad. There's a lot of good people there. But, if you got a $500 million house, just the taxes you pay on that, okay? You can go and rent a motel room and not freeze to death. When these poor people in North Carolina, man, FEMA's just giving them a tent. You gonna go stay your ass out in a tent in sub-zero temperature with your wife and children? When really, they're like, oh, well, we're not going to pay them the motel room anymore, so you got 24 hours to get out. That's literally the situation they're in right now. They're literally doing everything they can because, look, stress will kill you, unalive you. Stress will unalive you, okay? It will. Ask me how I know, because today is 1 year since my mom passed away. And ever since she passed away, I have been stressed. I have been sick. But at least I got somewhere to sleep. And at least I'm not freezing to death. So, there's that. And I know my mom's in heaven. And I'm not sad yet, but, the world keeps turning. And the people that are alive in North Carolina, man, what the hell is wrong with these people? What's wrong with FEMA? What? We could send all this money to Ukraine, all this money to the Taliban, $50 million a day. But yeah, our government can't pay for these people to get by until they can get back on their feet. Because them mountain people, they're self-reliant, Once they get back on their feet, they'll be good. But it's like FEMA's doing everything they can to keep from them getting back on their feet. Their local government, which really now, you're going to pay full taxes whether you got a house or not. It's a land grab, man. It is a land grab. Wow, there's lithium under there, man. So just pray for the people in North Carolina and California. I do feel bad for those people. I really do. But how bad can I feel if you got a $500 million home? I live in an 8x10 shed. You think I'm gonna feel sorry for you? When they'll be all right. Most of them California people, they'll be all right, and they brought it on themselves. They voted those people in, and they let them. And they know what them people are all about. You watch after this, California probably gonna turn to be a red state because people are getting tired of this crap. Even the billionaires are like. So I suspect soon, it's gonna be just like in Maui. Which, how soon we forget, how soon we forget. Like in Hawaii, those fires in there, Maui, that burned all those people out of there. But yeah, you got Oprah Winfrey and The Rock coming on there begging for money when I'm like, why are you going to ask America? Oprah's one of the richest people in the world. Why the hell has she got to come on here and ask broke ass people like me for money when she could have helped all them people out and not even noticed that money gone? So could The Rock, which she's got more money than The Rock, by the way, but I don't get it. We're on our own. Americans, you're on your own. We're on our own. We're going to have to take care of each other. This government's not going to do it. Nope. And Trump's just one man. That's all. If he even makes it to be president, if they don't take him out. And, everybody thinks Trump's going off the rails. I did it first, too. A lot of people's got buyer remorse. They're like, I didn't vote for this. Well, he knows World War III is right around the corner. He's trying to get ready. That's why he wants to take Panama Canal back. I get it. It's a strategic place that we need to have so China don't have it. Because we are going to go to war with China. And, China literally, they've infiltrated America so much. They own everything. I mean, they're in everything. So they're even in supplying the chemicals for your city or county water. If you're getting regular tap water, you don't have a well in your yard, I wouldn't drink that. I wouldn't drink it. They're putting chemicals in there, man. So, because China needs our property. They need us in a hole. They don't want to tear all the infrastructure. They don't want to take us out like that. They just want to unalive us, even if it's slowly. Even if it's just slowly. Like China's on lockdown, but they don't care. There's a lot more. Dang, I missed something. Oh, wow. I'm sorry I missed that. Thank you for your donation there, JSHAR. Appreciate that, 1776. Thank you. I'm sorry I missed that. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. That's awesome. Thank you for your donation, brother. Y'all subscribe to his channel. I don't know how in the hell I missed that, but anyway, thank you for that donation. I appreciate you. But really, think about it. I live in an 8x10 shed. You got a $500 million home that burnt down. I'm sorry. I can't. I feel bad that you lost your $500 million home, okay? But if you could afford a $500 million home, and I live in an 8x10 shed, it is what it is. I'm going to tell the truth on here. I don't care who it pisses off. This channel's about truth, logic, and common sense, man. I'm going to tell the truth. So, and I feel like, if you got that kind of money, well, then you can go rent a motel room. You'll be all right. If you got that kind of money, you could probably get it back. You could. Now, good luck rebuilding a house in California within 2 years because all the red tape. It's not going to happen. And then they're going to literally tax you out of your property. Same thing they're doing in North Carolina. Why? Because there's lithium under there too. And then now here comes the 15-minute cities. They had it all planned out. Newsom already, he laid his cards on the table before it even happened. He's like, oh, we got big plans for California. People didn't know part of it was burning everything down so they could rebuild it the way they want it built. And so they could mine parts of it. Y'all need to watch your government, man. We need to watch this government. They don't care about us. We're just a credit card to them. They just want our money so they can spend it recklessly. Why? When we go to the grocery store and get one bag of food and it's $100, one little plastic bag of food and it's $100. I don't know how people are affording to get by. I really don't, because I work full time. My wife works full time. And we're just getting by, man. We're just getting by. So, I'm not going to make this a long video. I just wanted people to know, man. Good grief. Yeah, I do feel bad about California. I really do. California was a beautiful place. But, when you vote the wrong people in, then that's what happens. And it is what it is. And that fires could have been prevented. And it's strange, how the insurance companies pulled out 4 months ago. The insurance companies knew. It's like they were tipped off, or they just knew, man, this place is going to burn to the ground. I'm not insuring crap. And the insurance companies pulled out of there, so they don't even got no insurance, man. So in California, in California, they ain't got no insurance to rebuild. They ain't got no insurance to rebuild. They don't. And I don't know why. See, when I talk about something like this on my phone, the chat stops. So I have missed so much. Yeah, it's super hard these days, 1776. See, it's AI. It's AI, so I can't engage. Yeah, I'm sorry I missed so many. Hey, my crooked little homestead Terminator. It's materialistic to me. You don't need a fancy home to be comfortable and happy. Exactly, Terminator. See, I got to use another phone because on my phone, it shut down the chat. Okay. Now, see, I got to go back because I missed everyone's comment. Like, why ain't no one commenting? And I'm like, oh, here it is. Go. All it will take is an EMP for China to take over. I don't think we have the parts to replace 70% of the power grid. You're correct. You know why? Because we get all the parts from China. They want you to depend on them for everything until the system sits you under after of no use of them. Yeah. You're exactly right, no clue. I'm trying to keep up with the chat, but it literally turned off on my phone. Oh, have a good one. Stay snowflaked. How much Mar-a-Lago costs? Yeah, there you go. Okay, 1776 said no problem. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Oh, there's my crooked little homestead. See, man, this dang on, I couldn't even see that. My phone. You have a great day too, Phoenix Princess. Laugh my ass off. She's not asking for broke people's help. She's asking for people who can help. To help you broke people. You don't deserve their help if you have this, you know, troll. See, that's what I'm saying. You got people like that. It's like, oh, you're poor, so you don't deserve any help. Really? Them people up there in the mountains that work regular jobs and the cost of everything. But this idiot saying, oh, you're poor, so you don't need any help. Really? Those people up there, it's not their children's fault that they don't make a bunch of money. It's beyond ridiculous. I don't know, Apache. I can't keep up with the chat. That's why I like to do these. I once lived out in the streets as a homeless person. It took me 2 years to get back on my feet, but I did. Yeah. It's hell, man. I lived in a car for a year. Trillions to Ukraine and Israel. What about us U.S. citizens? You're absolutely right. My 3 girls, 4626. You're absolutely correct. Trying to keep up. All American Prepper. What is sad is this is 1776. All American Prepper. What is sad is there are thousands of camp trailers in Florida that the taxpayers have already paid for sitting in Florida. Yep. You're right. But, they turned off the freaking propane to those people. And I'm sorry I'm not keeping up with the chat, but it's almost impossible because on my phone, it got shut off. I'm trying to keep up with it. It is designed. Yeah, it's by design. You're right. You're right there, Trent. This is what 9, maybe 10th time FEMA has failed. Time to go old school. Power to the people. Help your neighbors. Yes. That's what I was saying. I can't keep up with the chat because my phone, it literally shut down. So it's not that I will go back and read the chat, but I just cannot keep up with it because it has literally shut down on my phone. Let me try this one. Go. The trolls need to spend some time on the streets and deal with the real problems. Yeah. That's exactly what they need to do. That's exactly what they need to do. Oh, that's awesome. I own my mineral rights on my property and will not lease or sell them. That's cool. Yeah, the chat, I apologize. I try to keep up with the chat. Hey, Sense of Wonder. Hey, Art Wild Man. I'm sorry, but the chat is going crazy. AI is taking over everything, by the way. It's taking over everything. AI, I suspect, is what turned off my chat. Because they don't want this information out there. They don't want it out there. Because I normally keep up with the chat and engage, but it's not working. They're out to get guys like me, but what are you going to do? Burn my shed? I'll just get another one. And I can live in a tent. Down here in Florida, well, hopefully I won't freeze to death, but it has been cold as hell. Unusually cold for Florida. But y'all pray for those people in North Carolina and pray for the people in California. But a lot of those people will be just fine in California. They got plenty of money. Plenty of money. But yeah, I don't see this here phone ain't working. The chat done shut down on me. Yeah, pray for Appalachia. Yep, you're right. Big raise. You're right. So, I just want y'all to know what's going on, man. FEMA, this government's threw us under the bus. We don't matter to them. As long as you work and pay in taxes, the moment you can't do that, that's why they're putting all this crap in our food, man. They want us to, they don't want to have to pay Social Security. So, you know, there's stuff in our food that is illegal in every other country in the world. But here, oh no, go ahead and eat it. That way you will be unalive before you can collect Social Security. So, grow your own food. Be independent off the system. Because the system will fail you. Don't believe me? Ask the people in North Carolina. Just freezing to death. The ones that are lucky enough to have RVs but can't get propane to heat them. Shame, shame, shame. So please subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate that. I usually go on longer, but I believe that y'all got the message, you know, what's going on. And I'm kind of aggravated that I can't even keep up with the chat. See, that's crazy. Now the one phone that I was reading the chat from, it shut it down. Now this other phone I'm reading the chat from shut down. Oh, the chat shut down for you too, Sense of Wonder? That's AI, man. Wow. Hey, Brian. Yeah, the chat is just shutting down. Now it shut it down on the phone I was reading from. Now it wow. They just, no clue. I think our founding fathers would be beyond ashamed and devastated to the kind of traitors running this country into the ground today. They would. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, no clue. So I can't even keep up with it. It's shutting down. No clue. They want you to depend on them for everything until the system, yeah. It's super hard these days to get by. 1776, you're correct. Man, I'm so frustrated. I can't even keep the chat. So if y'all could hit the like button, please subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate that very much. And I'm sorry I can't even engage with y'all because this keeps shutting. It's shutting the chat down. It's AI, man. It's in everything now. Don't believe me? Just Google the ARM ticket and the nanotechnology. Do research on what is nanotechnology. It's AI. It is what it is. Alright, this is the All American Prepper. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to figure out a way when they shut the chat down. I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. What am I going to do when they literally shut the chat down on this phone? They shut the chat down on the other phone I was reading. They shut down my buddy's chat. And now the chat's just getting shut down because of this topic. We're in big trouble. We are in big trouble. Americans, we're in big trouble. When AI and shuts the chat down on multiple phones. You know, this artificial intelligence. I saw the Terminator. I know how that ends. I don't know. Just stock up, get ready, just do the best you can. It's the All American Prepper. Stay ready, stay dangerous, keep your head on the swivel. Watch out for the Terminator. They're in my damn phone. Please subscribe to the channel. Have a blessed day. Thank you so much. Pray for those people. Seriously.